How awful.
Hey!
Hello.
Here we are.
Singing a song.
So, something that we are not very good at is being present with our listeners.
Oh, we're not? Oh, we're not?
No, like, for instance, yesterday, wink wink, was Valentine's Day.
Oh.
How was your Valentine's Day?
How was your Valentine's Day, guys?
B, how was your Valentine's Day?
It's very great.
I had a very romantic evening with Moosh.
So I probably spent it with yo ass.
Wow, thanks.
You're my typical Galentine's date.
Yeah. Whether you had a Valentine's Day or Galentine's Day, we hope it was splendid.
We used to purposely go to movies that were not romantic.
Oh, remember when we went to go see
Percy Jackson?
Okay,
we were the only adults.
We have a huge crush on Logan Lerman.
As should everyone.
Yes, please.
Have you seen the salt and pepper deliciousness that is God. Logan Lerman?
We are so sorry to your girlfriend, but hello.
She knows. She knows. That's why she posts them. She knows
what's up.
She's like, yes, envy me.
She's like, here are my gifts.
My gifts to you.
Thank you.
For me, I sleep with him. You don't. Ha. I know. It's Tanya's dream boyfriend in real life. See, we have our fantasy boyfriends, which are different from our dream boyfriends, because our dream boyfriends are the people that we... Our fantasy ideal is different from our actual in real life ideal.
Right.
So, while fantasy ideal might be Harry Styles, Timothée Chalamet.
Right.
In real life, Tanya's dream is like Logan Lerman.
Yeah, like Andrew Garfield.
Yeah.
Logan Lerman.
Yeah.
Tom Holland.
Yeah. I don't know who mine is.
Even though Tom Holland
used to be Joseph Gordon-Levitt for me.
Tom Holland's kind of a shorty, but that's okay. He's cute.
I don't know who my in real life is. Because here's the thing about me. It's in real life, typically, it's like the exact like, I like skinny, weird, wiry dudes. And in real life, it's typically like athletic, tall, brown eyes, brown hair.
It used to be Shawn Mendes, but he's also like too gloriously beautiful.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Definitely wasn't in real life.
Who else? Joseph Gordon-Levitt is very on brand for you.
Yeah. Yeah. He's probably the most on brand for me. It's the brown hair, brown eye. I always go for brown eyes in real life, which it's weird.
Yeah.
They say you go for your dad, right? Which I know that's icky to say, but your dad is dark-haired, salt and pepper hair, blue eyes. Logan Lerman.
Oh, dear.
Salt and pepper hair, blue eyes. My dad, brown hair, brown eyes. Track record, brown hair, brown eyes.
Oh, dear.
Literally all of them. Even the ones I didn't date, but I liked. Except for the one, whose name I will not say. The one that was more of a Jason Segel.
Yes.
He was the only against type.
He also had dark eyes, though. Didn't he?
Yeah, but he was blonde.
Yeah.
He was an adult male blonde, which I typically dispose of.
Dark blonde.
Yeah, he was dark enough to where I could allow it. I find something very unnatural about an adult male blonde.
No, I like my men darker toned.
Very much so, yes.
As well, but
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, good talk.
Anyway, we're very single.
Yeah, anyway.
Anybody know anybody that's looking?
Ew, no.
We're very busy.
It's a pandemic.
It's a pandemic.
Mary and Patricia, okay? We're not doing that.
We're in a pandy, okay? We can't do it right now.
Not in a demi,
Maybe later.
Jesus Christ. You know what we just watched, guys? We just watched Framing Britney on Hulu. And man.
It was awful.
It was awful. That poor girl. Like, we're about ready.
We just finished it before we started recording.
We're about ready to get in the car, drive to... Where does she even live?
She probably lives in
Calabasas
or the hills.
And we're gonna free her by kidnapping her. That's kind of the opposite of freeing.
She will feel very free here.
I know, and I was getting like emotion. I mean, I got emotion through most of it because it's just like seeing this girl being gaslit her whole life. And gaslit into having a severe mental illness that she probably doesn't even have.
Exactly.
Is what's so messed up. And
I'm sure she's a sufferer of mental illness, but
for sure.
Not to that extent. That they're like feeling like they have to control her
drugged
life.
Or something.
Well, I don't even think that. I just think that she's gotten so accustomed to this.
She's
being
like, yeah, it's like she's
her
not
existence.
There.
Yeah, that she's just like, okay, like this is just me. I've been gaslit enough to believe that this is me.
I got emotional about the idea of her finally being free of this one day and the comeback we're going to get.
Oh, yes, girl. We are there.
Can you see it?
I can see it.
Announcing Britney Spears. The crowd goes wild. You see her silhouette. She does her little Britney smile. And it's like, actually Britney bitch.
Yes.
Here for it.
So here for that.
Here for it. We'll buy the tickets. We'll go to the show. We went to see her in Vegas.
We saw her in Vegas.
It was a little sad.
It was awkward.
She
did great.
She put on a show, but it's really, really cute and delusional when you're walking out and the little gabies that love her are like, her vocals! And you're like, what vocals? They've never been her strong suit. Like, even she knows that. But I know. It's okay.
They were cute. I wanted to kiss them.
They want to believe.
Yes.
So let them believe.
You know what? Let them have it.
That her vocals.
This is why we can't have nice things, because everybody tries to ruin it with truth.
I'm the ruiner? Oh, yeah. Great. Okay.
No truth bullets tonight.
Let's see. What else do we have? We have, let's see, Armie Hammer news. Because it always keeps getting worse. Well, I mean, kind of. He was, for a second, a at least media suspect of murder.
Yeah. I mean,
there was some bodies found. He's been cleared.
Let's make that known. But, we're not saying he murdered anybody.
Yeah, we're not saying it.
We don't know.
He didn't murder those specific people. But yeah, there's been a lot of buildup for something that apparently is coming that is worse than anything we've heard. And so far, the only thing that could be worse than anything we've heard is that he has actually murdered and eaten people.
Right.
Or keeps them in cages. Or something.
Something.
Because it's just like, how can it get any worse?
I don't know.
The man actively looked for a doctor to remove his girlfriend's rib to barbecue and eat it. How does it get worse?
But can you imagine?
What?
Your boyfriend saying that to you?
Probably could have had the barbecuing the rib boyfriend back in high school.
Oh, yeah.
Had a lovely one that didn't like me to leave him ever out of his sight.
Yeah, and luckily that was a very short-lived relationship.
Yeah, when he tried to pull me through a car window, that was the end of that.
We were like,
Tanya was there. Yeah. I'm not saying it's because of you. In his mind, it was because of you.
Right, yeah.
Because Tanya was a year younger than me. Fun story time, guys. She's only 4 months younger, but she was a year under me in school.
Yes.
This is my senior year, her junior year. And I was dating this guy who was acting like a total psycho that whole night.
Yeah.
He opened the car door on the highway. Mm-hmm. That was a fun time.
Because he wanted
attention. And he was behind me, and then he was like putting his arms around my neck while I was driving, like hugging me from behind. And it was like, okay.
Don't trust cute boys, guys.
Don't trust cute boys. And this was the only time I dated my fantasy type.
Yes.
He was like the skinny, floppy, weird, eccentric guy.
Yes.
Lesson learned. And we pulled up to his house.
He was going through a lot.
He was. Well, the red flag was probably date 3 when he was like, I went off my antidepressants. My next question should have been, why were you on them in the first place? And when his mom was like talking about how she's scared of him.
Yeah.
That should have been another one. No.
But he's cute and he's got so nice hair.
No, yeah, he did. But yeah, we were leaving, and he wanted me to come in the house, and I said I couldn't because Tanya had a very strict curfew in her mind, and
I did.
Yeah, but your parents wouldn't have actually done anything. They're not the type. They would have been like, "We're very disappointed in you."
Yeah, and that was enough.
I know that was enough for you. To you, that was as bad as being punched in the teeth.
That was enough to rattle me. I'm very, very
you obey
worried about.
And you had to be home at 12 p.m., not 12:01. 12 p.m.
More like 11:59.
Yeah, in your mind.
Yeah, because I didn't want to risk it.
Exactly. And it was already like 11:45. And I said I'd take you home, and he said something like, "Oh, stupid juniors." And I was like, "Don't be a jerk." And then he tried to pull me through my car window, and I had to kick my car into reverse while Tanya's sitting in the passenger seat just like, huh? Like, she's just sitting there kind of like not sure what's happening.
Yeah, I was just wide-eyed like.
And I kicked the car into reverse. My car is backing up down his driveway with me half out the window, but that at least got him to let go.
Yeah.
Luckily, otherwise I probably would have been hurt, and you would have been in a rolling car.
I think, and I'm not saying this to defend him by any means, but I think at first he was trying to be, flirty and playful.
His idea of that was messed up.
Yeah. And then when you started moving the car, he was like...
Oh, this is a mess.
Yeah.
And we just sat in
mad.
silence.
Yeah. And then he like threw something in the lawn.
He had his jacket. He threw his jacket at like the roof of his house.
I saw him throw something and I was like, why is he throwing things?
Then he came to my house the next day. My mom wouldn't let him anywhere near me. And he like threw something in my house and then peeled rubber.
Yeah.
That was my bad boyfriend story. He's probably an Army Hammer somewhere in the world.
Oh, yeah.
I looked him up out of curiosity a few years ago, and his profile picture was like black and white in a wife beater with like his muscles, and he looked very Jeffrey Dahmer.
Good for him. You know, he's got muscles.
You know what? Good for you.
You didn't have muscles back then.
Yeah, he had arms. He had arms. He was like a skinny fit.
Oh, good. You know what? We're not going to say your name, but good for you, guy.
Yeah, his last name was racial slur, so that should have been another red flag.
Yeah, you know what?
People got regularly in trouble in the hallways because they'd be like, "Hey," and they'd say his last name, and teachers would be like, they'd get in trouble.
Yeah,
and they're like, "No, that's his name." Yeah, it was a thing.
You know, your ex-boyfriend pulled you through a car. My ex-boyfriend got detained for statutory rape.
Yeah.
So, you know.
A guy I slept with got detained for possible rape, but it was just his girlfriend was mad at him, and now he's married to her. Everybody.
You win some, you lose
everybody
some,
has their things, guys.
You know.
This is our Valentine's Day episode.
Love is love is love is love.
You know what? It is our Valentine's Day episode because my story is a tale of love.
Is it our love story?
No. No. Are you an alien?
Well, I'm American.
Yeah,
I was born in America.
You were born in America.
Yeah, I was born in America. I was born in Chicago, even though I identify as a French Canadian.
Yeah, can I identify as a French Canadian?
Sure, why not? Sure. You know what? We're very welcoming.
Man, we're like that lady who identified as a black lady. What's her name?
Oh, no, don't be that lady.
I'm not Rachel something.
I don't know
Dolezal.
I don't need to know her name.
You don't remember Rachel Dolezal?
I know who you're talking about. Yeah. I just never learned her name.
I watched her documentary, and it was very, she was very like.
Did she have I don't mean to say this like in a judgmental way, but was she mentally ill? Like
she seems to have racial dysmorphia. Like she genuinely believes.
Like that's what I was gonna say. Like she actually believed that she was not a white woman.
She has black children, and I think. Yeah, I don't really know, but and she thinks everybody is like being racist towards her.
My aunt has black children, and she doesn't think she's black.
No, she sure doesn't.
Okay.
Fun story.
Cool times, guys.
Man, those kids are the best.
They are.
Listen to Nixon, guys.
Nixon
XXO, man.
Shout out to Melanie, because she listens regularly.
Yeah, Mel.
She's my favorite cousin.
No, Jesse is listening.
No, he's not.
No, he's not.
Not as much as Melanie.
Okay, fine. He's going to listen like he's way far behind.
Yes.
But it's fine. He'll catch up. No, I always see her comments and her DMs and stuff. She's the cutest.
She's the best.
I love the twins. I haven't seen them. Gosh, I think they were 11.
Yeah. I don't see them often, but when I will see them, I have a feeling it's going to be a very fun time.
It's going to be a show. It's going to be a time.
It's going to be a very fun time.
It's going to be, I hope I'm there.
I hope you're there too.
It's a fun time. Anyway, guys.
Anyways, we're talking a lot because we kind of have a shorter agenda today.
We have a very short story time.
We're giving you all the glory of just us.
Mm-hmm.
Aren't you happy?
Yeah. All right, so should we tell some stories?
Yeah, let's tell some stories.
And I did aliens. I didn't find a way around aliens. I didn't go adjacent aliens. I went full steam ahead at aliens.
Look me in the eyes.
You're proud of me.
I'm so proud of you.
Thank you.
Do you know that?
I know that now. Thank you.
Okay. You know, hey.
Yeah.
Happy Valentine's Day. I love you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Can you say I love you back?
Yeah, I love you too.
Jesus. Don't say thank you when I say I love you.
Sorry.
It's very rude. Should we cheers?
Yeah, we should cheers. We are drinking a lovely Trader Joe's Sancerre.
Hey,
all my Sancerres.
Guys, we are TJ's AF.
Mm-hmm.
I have fallen down the TJ's.
I got her into it.
Yes.
She wouldn't venture into it. It made her nervous.
Well, I was very intimidated. There's a lot of things there that I knew that I would be intimidated by. And now I go there. And the first time I was intimidated.
Yeah, because there's a lot of like, what's this? But then you realize it is snack mecca.
Yeah, and then I was like, what's this? What's this? There's magic everywhere. Oh, in the air. Oops.
Yeah. Or maybe it might be everywhere. You might be right. I might be wrong.
What's this? What's this? Anyway, we miss Halloween. Is it October yet?
It's not. No.
Aliens.
No, it can't be October yet because this little pandemic needs to be over by then so that we can enjoy October.
Yeah.
We have so much to do.
Oh, yeah. You're going to hear all about it then.
All about it then. Anyway.
To be continued.
Time to go on a trip. An alien voyage.
Take me there.
You know what was really funny is when I started researching this, and then E.T. by Katy Perry started coming. Playing. Yep. That's funny.
That's a great song.
It was her best song, if you ask me.
It's like...
Kiss me. Kiss me.
That song is fire.
Hit me with your poison. Yeah, you know what? People they drink too much haterade when it comes to Katy Perry.
Yeah, she is bomb.
Yep.
She's also married to
the best.
The best of the best.
She's not married yet.
Well, she's going to be married to the GOAT.
Literally the GOAT. Orlando Bloom.
The dream man of all dreams. Sorry, Harry.
Should we? We teased it. We never did it.
We got to record it for the Patreon.
Should we just give them a verse, tease them? Maybe they'll join the Patreon then?
Yeah.
Okay. Ready? Do you remember the first verse?
Yes.
Okay.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Orlando Bloom, I want you in my room so we can go boom boom Orlando Bloom.
There's many more verses.
So many verses. He had so many characters, and we hit them all.
Shout out Becky Rakow. You know what we're talking about.
She knows exactly what we're talking about. And congratulations to our friend Becky, who is not only a homeowner now, but also a future Mrs.
Yeah, congratulations.
She got her MRS degree. That's what it is.
MRS degree.
She's gonna get it.
Yeah.
Her ring is hello.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Hello. You went there.
And she's going
to be married to the best.
Yes.
The best,
somebody
the
who
best.
treats her like gold, and that's what she deserves.
That's the most importante.
Amen, sister.
Anyway.
We love you.
Yay, Becky. Anyway. Okay. Story time.
Aliens.
Sip of wine.
Take me there.
Wanna go there. Take me there. You know
Dream,
it.
right?
Take me to... No!
Who sings Take Me There?
Maya.
Oh, Maya.
It is the song from Rugrats.
Yes.
Anyway. In a suburban neighborhood in the San Fernando Valley,
nearby,
a 10-year-old boy named Elliot was spending time with his brother Michael.
No, are you telling me this story? I knew this immediately. I know this movie like the back of my hand.
Jamie thought I was going to at least get to Reese's Pieces.
She doesn't know my Spielberg obsession, does she?
All right. Okay.
Jamie.
Fine.
You don't know how well
I'm proud of you.
I actually almost said, while we were talking about alien stuff, I almost said, I really want to watch E.T.
You know what? I only saw it once, and I was really young, and I really don't remember it. I just know, the pop culture references. Yeah, no, in one movie night, it'll have to be E.T. I need to watch it as an adult.
Would Jamie want to watch it?
Oh, yeah, she loves that movie.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Good talk.
Okay, now actual story time. Elizabeth Clarer, do you know who that is?
Nope. Go ahead. I'm ready.
Was born in 1910. I'm going to butcher a lot, and I'm really sorry.
She old lady.
At Moy River, Natal. So this is in South Africa.
Okay.
As the youngest daughter of S.B. and Florence Willott.
Oh, boy.
Her family settled at Connington Farm near Rosetta in the Natal Midlands. At the age of 7, Elizabeth and her older sister Barbara had their first supposed UFO encounter.
First. Oh, I'm pumped.
While feeding their puppies outside the farmhouse, Elizabeth and her sister claimed that they witnessed a silver disc bathed in a pearly luster, which swooped over them.
Hold up.
Simultaneously, a giant orange-red and cratered planetoid was observed orbiting and rotating high in the atmosphere.
I really liked your use of the word planetoid.
Is that the right word?
Also,
planetoid?
Up.
What?
Back up.
What?
What are the puppies' names?
They don't say.
Can you make them up?
You can name them. I'll let you do it. One of them's probably going to be like Bill Bird.
No, I decided not to because I knew you were going to make fun of me. How about Bert and
Still
Ernie?
A Bert. Okay, there you go, Bert and Ernie. The disc rushed to meet it, pacing and guiding it northwards, while the planetoid left a smoke trail in its wake. Only months later, she would have another sighting in the company of Ladam, their Zulu farm manager.
Oh.
So Elizabeth graduated from St. Anne's Diocese. It's a diocese. Diocese College in, God dang it, Peter Martzburg.
You're really good at
Peter Martzburg. maybe.
I don't know. You're like saying words at me. I don't
And moved
understand.
to Florence, Italy to study art and music.
Okay, so they went to some school, then they went to
some school and they went to another school.
Okay.
Afterwards, she received a 4-year diploma in meteorology at Girton College, Cambridge, and was taught by her first husband to fly a Tiger Moth light aircraft.
You know what? She's badass because that was what, by then it was like probably in the 1930s?
During a 1937 flight, yep, from Durban to Barangwanath. No, I hate this. In a Leopard Moth aircraft, Elizabeth and her husband would see a saucer, which approached, coasted along, and then departed from them. During World War II, she held a responsible position in RAF intelligence.
Hell
So Elizabeth
yes,
was a
girl.
little bit of a baddie.
I love this because this is the same time period that the pilot that I'm writing takes place in.
Oh, good.
And it's a female pilot.
You're welcome.
So this is cool.
She believed in telepathic powers and tried to enhance these abilities since her youth. In 1954, her sister May, living on a farm in the Natal Midlands, relayed to her that the native Zulu people were reporting appearances of the lightning bird in the sky. Elizabeth and her children traveled from Johannesburg to the farm, and she went up, coincidentally named Flying Saucer Hill, the following day, December 27th. She claimed to have seen the starship descend and hover 3 meters above ground while only emitting a soft hum. Its hull was spinning, though its central dome remained stationary, so your standard run-of-the-mill UFO. The spaceman, who would later identify himself as Akon, not to be confused with the rapper.
Mr. Spatchaman?
What?
Spaceman Spatchaman?
That's only funny to you. Okay. Akon was clearly visible through one of 3 portholes. Don't laugh at yourself. You're not funny.
Quoting something. I can't remember what.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh.
What's Spatchaman from?
I don't
I
know.
don't remember. It's okay.
A barrier of heat emanating from the ship prevented her from approaching, and his ship departed again. She got no love for Akon. 18 months later, she would visit the hilltop again, after further reports of the lightning bird. On this occasion, April 7th, 1956, Akon took her aboard his ship,
Oh, snap.
a craft about 60 feet in diameter. Once inside, she met a second pilot, stocky and darker skinned than Akon, who was supposedly a botanist and also an astrophysicist by profession.
Wait, did they look like humans? Supposedly?
I guess. She doesn't really say. She was allegedly shown a lens which offered views of Earth and people through the craft's floor. With only a hum emanating from below and no sense of movement, they were transported to the enormous cigar-shaped mothership, which had a garden-like interior. So it kind of looks like the Singapore airport.
Perfect.
Okay. After meeting its inhabitants, she was returned to the hilltop. During the encounter, kisses were exchanged.
Kisses?
Kisses.
Lucy, you want some kisses?
And Akon, no, HR.
He's trying.
No,
No, I'm serious.
HR.
He's actually trying to kiss Izzy right now.
Well, he can kiss her, but as
Is
long as
he?
they report their
Wait,
relationship.
let me ask her though. Izzy, do you want a kiss from Moose?
She doesn't say. No
Break the
consent.
silence, Izzy. Tell me what you want.
No consent. Where was I? Kisses. Encountered kisses were exchanged, and Akon revealed that Elizabeth was in fact a reincarnated Venusian and long-lost soulmate. So she's from Venus.
This took an interesting turn.
Yes, it did.
Wait, hold on.
Akon thinks that Elizabeth is a long-lost Venusian.
Does she think that?
She does now.
Yeah, I'm ready. I'm strapped in.
He further explained that they would infrequently take Earth women as partners, as the offspring would strengthen their race with an infusion of new blood.
This sounds like a cult.
He also claimed that a number of Venusians were living among the people.
Oh, snap.
Sounds culty.
Okay, I've never heard any of this. This is actually very fascinating to me.
Oh, just wait. After 5:45 p.m. on April 30th, 1956, various people noted a steady red glow poised at a rocky section of the hill.
Various.
Which remained there until 2 in the morning. No sign of a fire could be found. On July 17th, happy one day late birthday to me, 1956.
And many years ahead.
Whatever. After their farm was sold, she made another visit to the area and claimed to have taken a series of 7 photos of Akon's scout ship using her sister's simple brownie box camera.
So she took photos.
Yes, alleged.
Oh.
Vivid light flashes turned into a dull gray craft enveloped in a shimmering heat haze For an hour, the disc darted silently over a rise near the farmhouse, making several weaving detours. It shone silvery in bright sunlight before streaking away out of sight. Edgar Sievers, a UFOologist.
That's a job.
It is, from Pretoria, stated that Elizabeth's family saw her leave home alone and suggested that the frail Elizabeth would have found it difficult to throw a car hubcap and photograph it at the same time. So that was what they assumed she did, was throw a car hubcap and take a picture.
Interesting.
So it looked like a UFO. He also stated that no make of hubcap had been illustrated to sufficiently resemble the disc in the photos.
Cool. So he's like debunking it.
Yeah.
But he's also a ufologist.
Ufologist.
I swear, we're not drunk.
We're not at all.
How we're
trying to figure this out.
Ufologist.
Okay. In April 1958, Elizabeth claimed to have come in contact with Akon several times, setting her apart from the standard UFO reports from the 50s.
We have an intruder.
Intruder alert. Are you Akon?
Mosh? What are you doing? Hello?
Okay.
Okay, bye.
These visits by Akon culminated in a day-long rendezvous with Elizabeth, where he supposedly presented her with a silver ring which enhanced their telepathic connection. Their love was then consummated.
Becky?
Becky? No, she's not Becky. Not everybody who gets did it strengthen her telepathic connection to Matt?
Yes.
I don't know. Tell us, Becky. Do you feel more telepathically connected?
Becky?
Their love was then consummated. Tanya, look at me.
I'm looking for Moosh.
Look at me.
Okay.
And then a child was conceived.
Akon and Elizabeth had a child?
Elizabeth was 48 years old.
So was she going through menopause?
I don't know.
Can she? I mean, I don't think you can be you can have a baby at 48 years old.
You can. Not advised, but you can. Oh, this is her quote. Direct quote from Elizabeth Clarer. I surrendered in ecstasy to the magic of his lovemaking, our bodies merging in magnetic union as the divine essence of our spirits became one. End quote.
Is Akon Elon Musk?
What? Wait, is Elizabeth Grimes? Is that what's happening? After her terrestrial pregnancy, she and her MG car were transported in 1959 to Akon's home planet, Meton, or Meton. Or I'm going to go with Meton.
Okay, I'll be honest with you. I have no idea what's going on.
No, I know. You don't. Okay, Elizabeth took some pickies. Now she's pregger. And now she's at Meton with her car.
Sure.
Her and her car went to a different planet with Akon, not the singer.
Her car. Not his spaceship.
No. She went in the spaceship with her car.
Oh.
She brought her car.
Was there like a ramp?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay. Okay.
So she's in Meton now, supposedly orbiting Proxima Centauri in the nearby multiple star system Alpha Centauri.
Oh man, is Elizabeth okay?
There she delivered her son.
There?
In Meton.
So he's not an earthling.
Her son, Ailing, stayed behind on Meton to be educated while consequently not able to return, instead receiving follow-up visits from Akon and Ailing. The whole trip, delivery, and return trip supposedly required less than 4 months, sufficiently long enough to enable a 9-year stay on Meton, however. You following?
I am now.
Okay.
So he has to stay there until he's 9 years old.
No. He has to stay there forever.
Oh.
And she can't return anymore, apparently. I don't know.
So she's just abandoning her child?
Yeah.
That's rude.
Yeah, it said her son Ailing stayed behind on Meton to be educated while Elizabeth reluctantly came home. Oh, I skipped a line. Sorry. While Elizabeth reluctantly came home, Meton's planetary vibrations, they affected her heart. And she was consequently not able to return.
Consequently.
Because the vibrations affected her heart.
You know what? Bad vibes.
They can come see her, but the bad vibes, no, she can't go there.
I liked that joke.
So, quote, there were no cities or skyscrapers as Earth people know them anywhere on Meton. Homes were scattered in park-like grounds. There was an abundance of all things needed by civilization. Food, water, and all materials for building. An unlimited supply of energy on tap for the atmosphere and the universe. No shortages of any kind, and no monetary system at all.
Hey, I like that.
Clare later published a book, Beyond the Light Barrier, in 1980, about her extraterrestrial adventures.
1980.
On his world lecture tour in the late 1950s, George Adamski made a point of visiting South Africa and looking up Clara for a chat on their variety of experiences with the friendly, wise Space Brothers. By that time, Clara was not the only Adamski follower to experience claimed space motherhood.
No, I'm sure
After
of that.
after her sister and brother-in-law died, Elizabeth returned from Natal to Johannesburg. There she worked for a time in a CNA bookstore, but found city life stifling. From the 1950s onwards, her outlandish claims made her a darling of the press, who also loved to ridicule her.
Yeah.
She welcomed any press, however, so she could continue to spread Akon's message. Don't know what his message is, but she wanted to keep
She's
spreading.
trying to spread something.
That, what is it? I'm in love with a stripper, she wrote. No, that's T-Pain.
I made a very
What? What
crude
did
comment.
you say?
She's trying to spread something.
Okay. No slut shaming.
I'm not slut
You
shaming.
did.
She went to Bangtown with Mr. Akon.
She did.
Made a baby.
She made a baby.
Sorry, she had ecstasy.
Ecstasy.
Love.
Sure. She made ecstasy. When another South African, Anne Grevler, claimed alien contact in the late 1950s, Elizabeth was outspoken and issued various challenges to her to defend her statements in an open forum. So Elizabeth was like, no, you didn't. Just me. Basically. Likewise, she
Jelly.
denounced Philip Human's supposed contact through a trance medium, and this caused a rift between them. In her view, the space people would never stoop to such methods. In 1975, she was invited by Hermann Oberth to attend the 11th International Congress of UFO Research Groups in Germany. She delivered an address there on November 2nd and received a standing ovation. In May 1982, Smith arranged a talk by Clara at the Unidentified Flying Object Club.
UFO Club.
Yep. This was so popular that the crowd got to be too much to deal with. They all wanted to meet Clara. Elizabeth faithfully commemorated the April 7th anniversary of her union with Akon by returning to Flying Saucer Hill.
Oh.
On one occasion, she befriended SAAF helicopter pilots who sought shelter on the farm during a storm, and they helped her on visits to the hill when a ride on horseback became too difficult for her. So she's getting dropped off by helicopters now.
Yeah.
The helis.
Here you go.
Her third husband.
Enjoy your
Her
aliens.
third husband, Aubrey Fielding, died in 1981, and his ashes were strewn on the hill. Oh. Elizabeth died of breast cancer at age 84, leaving her second book, The Gravity File, unfinished. The book would have filled in the gaps of the first, besides clarifying the military and political aspects of UFO research and explaining Akon's electrogravity propulsion technology. Before her death, she told everyone that Ailing, like Akon, was now an astrophysicist who was crisscrossing the country.
Chris Crotch.
Crisscross. Okay. Who was crisscrossing the universe with his father, his space woman Clea, and their son. So Ailing's married now to Clea, his space lady.
Sure.
Ufologist.
That guy.
Thomas Streicher concluded that Claire's claims are generally poorly substantiated.
Oh, you don't
despite
say.
some of them being corroborated by witnesses. Her sister and first husband, for instance, attested to UFO sightings, but witnesses are lacking to confirm her pregnancy, and it remains unknown whether it was ever documented. He speculates that she was perhaps a fantasy-prone individual who merely imagined most of her experiences. Elizabeth's son David, in particular, has no recollection of an event, absence, or pregnancy of his mother that could tie in with their space adventures in 1959. Ufologist Cynthia Hind
Dream job.
Noted Elizabeth's absolute conviction that she was telling the truth and never suspected that she was deliberately lying. Hind suspected that an active imagination or illusions born from a dream state of euphoria were to be blamed for the improbabilities and inconsistencies inherent to her stories. Both Hind and Smith, however, alluded to sightings of Akon by members of the public, and Hind concluded all these factors need examination, and it is time we stop casting aside such cases which, although sounding like hoaxes, are not obviously so. Ufologist Edgar Sievers, who also interviewed her family, was completely satisfied that her experiences, at least up to and including the photographs, were of a physical rather than psychic nature. Ufologist Philip Human,
So many of them.
initially heaved praise on Elizabeth, but later changed his stance.
Oh.
Quote, I do not believe one word of her supposed contacts, and it was a standing joke the way she was helped to photograph an ordinary motor car hubcap.
Phil, be a believer.
So much of her photographs. That was before she added additional material to tell of her pregnancy caused by her Venusian lover. I pray that this book will never be published. The Mensa chapter of Johannesburg did not take kindly to her claims, and she was heckled during her address. Heckled. Hard evidence of her claim that she addressed the House of Lords in 1983 and that a paper of hers was read during that year at a UFO Congress at the United Nations has not been found. Supposed hard evidence presented by Elizabeth included her set of 1956 photographs, the ring she received from Akon, a space rock or crystal, and a fern from Meton. Her supportive husband Aubrey remained unperturbed by his wife's love for Akon, reportedly saying, quote, "That's all right with me, as long as he stays in space where he belongs." That is the story of Elizabeth Clarer.
Why are we single?
I don't know.
If Elizabeth Clarer
can get knocked up by an alien and we can't get a date.
Yeah, WTF, mate.
Anyway, my sources.
Yeah.
Were obviously Wikipedia.
Yeah.
Also, an Animalian.com article, Elizabeth Clarer, the woman who gave birth to an alien baby. And on YouTube, I will post it to our Patreon only documentary called Beyond the Light Barrier.
I love that.
Where they interview Elizabeth Clarer.
I will watch that.
I know you
when
will.
You post it.
So there you go. I did aliens. Are you proud of me?
That was
a ride.
That was something.
You're welcome.
That was something else.
I did that for you.
I also learned on this day that I want to be ufologist.
Ufologist?
When I grow up.
I just like saying ufologist.
Ufologist?
I don't know if it's ufologist or...
Anytime you started to say ufologist, I thought you were saying you following.
You following? It's probably UFOologist.
It is, probably. But I just like
ufologist?
Ufologist?
I like that better. There are so many of them.
Yeah, there was so many
So
of
many
them.
ufologists.
But that one guy was not a believer.
Philip Human, he didn't like her. He was not a fan. Not Phil. Not Philly.
What a mean man.
I'm ready to drink my wine and listen to your story. I don't even remember what your topic is.
I'm doing lore. And my story is muy short.
Muy short. Yeah, you said 1 page.
Like, under that.
What?
It's very short, but I found it very interesting.
Okay.
So I wanted to talk about it.
Hey, do you, boo? That's fine.
All right. The Wandering Bus.
The Wandering Bus.
Or the Pennsylvania Bus to Nowhere.
Okay.
Is a bus that can be found roaming the streets of Philadelphia.
Okay.
The Philly transportation system is referred to as SEPTA. And if you look at the top of the buses, there are usually screens that identify where the bus is going.
Mm-hmm.
This specific one doesn't have a specific destination and simply just says SEPTA, which is the company.
Okay.
Right on top, right?
Mm-hmm.
So it has no schedule, no route, and is not listed on the SEPTA website.
But it's a real bus?
It is also often referred to as the Zero,
okay,
or as the Random Bus, or simply the bus.
Okay.
Allegedly, this bus exists. We're talking about lore here.
Right. Alleged.
Allegedly.
Okay.
I can't say.
So people have seen this bus.
Supposedly.
Okay.
When you are at your lowest, feeling like there is no way up and that your direction is nowhere.
When you're down,
the bus will appear. Passengers often feel an urge to chase the bus down.
Oh.
It only stops once assessing how deep your need is for it.
Whoa.
If accepted, you step onto the bus and you take a seat among the passengers just as down and out as you are, some in even worse condition.
Wow.
There is an automated voice that comes over the radio saying, service from ... and the name of the intersection that you departed from.
This feels so Tim Burton-y.
The driver never asks where you want to go, and the passengers claim to simply say, just drive. Most people do not see or notice the bus until they are in need of it. The intention behind the bus is to ride it for as long as you need to think, to process, whatever. When you feel ready to face the world again, you can ring the bell and be dismissed from the bus. There are no conversations, just silence. Once you get off the bus, you will have no recollection of your time on the bus, just closure. It has been said that some people have ridden the bus for years.
What?
It is thought that one day the bus will leave the city of Philadelphia carrying its passengers with it.
What?
That is the story of the bus to nowhere.
I have so many questions.
Ask away.
How do people know this exists if they don't recollect being on it?
Because it's lore.
Okay. And I'm not satisfied with that response.
That's my response.
Do people see it who don't get on it?
Yes.
Are you just lying? Are you just guessing that's the answer?
No, I have a picture of it.
What? You buried the lead.
Scepter. Probably
Wait.
just didn't change to the actual destination name, but that's what it's supposed to look like.
No, it has a number.
Shh. No,
That's not it.
Don't look at that
debunked.
Scepter.
That's just it's just a picture of a bus.
No. Do you want to see?
Showed me a picture.
Do you want to see another
Philadelphia
picture of it?
bus.
Here's another picture of it. There it goes. There it goes.
That's just a picture of a bus.
There it goes. That's the bus to nowhere. It's like, it's got dust up in the wind. It's going. It's gone. All its passengers.
That's a Google image.
There it goes.
I can't look at the bus anymore. It hurts.
Do we have any Philadelphia people out there that can confirm that this bus?
Please, oh my God, if you are a listener from Philadelphia,
Let us know.
please write in.
I honestly cannot remember where I heard about this bus, but I found it
It's killing me.
brilliant.
What are your sources?
Oh, Shiza.
Google images, clearly.
No.
Bus riding into the sunset.
No. My sources were not those things. My sources were... Stop laughing. No more laughing.
Oh, it hurts. Okay.
WordPress. Why is that funny?
That's like a mom blogger site. Okay, it's fine.
Yes, it was a WordPress entry by Nicholas Mira entitled Philly Urban Legends, The Wandering Bus.
Okay.
Don't laugh.
I'm gonna puke.
And a werewolves.com.
Werewolves?
Werewolves.
Werewolves.
Yes. Like werebarks? But werewolves. A werewolves.com article
it
by
hurts.
Megan Borchert.
What?
Borchert? Entitled Philly's Phantom Bus to Nowhere.
I feel nauseous.
I found that very interesting,
Yeah.
to say the
It
least.
does feel very Tim Burton-y.
I told Joey, who, if you've been a listener of the podcast, you've met Joey. I told Joey about this, that I was going to talk about this tonight. And he was like immediately plotting a movie idea.
Of course he was.
Which was actually kind of cool. I'll tell you about it later.
You know what else? It doesn't remind me of it because there's no scene like this in it, but it makes me think of what dreams may come.
Oh, yes. You know what Joey said?
What?
Midnight Meat Train.
Wow. Okay.
Quite the reference.
Way different.
Quite the
Man,
reference.
Bradley Cooper.
Yeah,
Remember that? Yeah, that was a thing. We watched that.
We did watch that. I actually enjoyed that
Doesn't
movie.
he have a moment of cunnilingus with Leslie Bibb in that movie?
I think so.
And we were like, we didn't say nothing and rewind.
Hello, Bradley Cooper.
We were going through things in college.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. That was, thank you. Thank you.
Did you enjoy that?
I did.
I thought it was kind of poetic in a way.
Yeah, sure. Yes. I particularly enjoyed the images
I know you
of
would.
just a bus.
I knew you would. I'll put those on the Patreon blog.
Oh, man, no. Those are going on Instagram. Everybody's got to enjoy that. That's just amazing.
Okay, I'll post it on Instagram.
Those are especially the Google image of a bus riding into the sunset. That could have been a stock image
It might have been.
in my Oh,
You don't know.
man, that makes me happy.
If you know, you know.
Abacus.
Oh, if you follow us on Instagram, you know what that's about.
Man.
We have inside jokes with our followers. So
Yeah.
if you're not a follower, you're not going to be in on the joke, and we can't
Be part of our club.
we can't like repeat
You
it.
can be
It's
part
not.
of our club. You can be part of our club if you give us money and go to patreon.com.
Well, they don't even have to give us money. They could be
No,
our
they can.
Instagram
No,
follower,
they can
and
give
they
us
could be our
money.
friend.
You can give us money.
Yeah, but that's a whole different club.
I'm trying to make money.
Don't do that with your fingers. It makes weird noise.
Anyway, so this wasn't even that awful episode, but
No, it was kind of fun.
what's your how wonderful?
Oh, dear. Oh, I watched a good movie this weekend.
Cool. What'd you watch?
I watched a film called On the Rocks
Okay.
by Sofia Coppola.
Okay.
Which starred Bill Murray and
She's a
Rashida
hit or
Jones.
miss.
Yeah, and I love Somewhere. I think it's called Somewhere. by
know this.
Sofia Coppola.
The only Sofia Coppola movie I liked was, and I use like lightly, was Virgin Suicides.
Also very good.
I know everybody's big on Marie Antoinette, but
I liked that, yeah.
Visually, yes.
Yeah.
I didn't like the movie, though.
I think you'd like On the Rocks.
Okay.
I did not expect to like it.
It was who? It's Bill Murray and who?
Bill Murray and Rashida Jones.
I love Rashida.
Yeah. I turned it on kind of just like because I was going to actually work on stuff for the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, I've heard like this is cute. Like I'll just turn it on in the background.
Yeah.
And I want to support female directors, female filmmakers. So I was like, cool, like I'll just turn this on and have it on in the background. And I ended up just like being sucked in. Mm-hmm. Bill Murray's so charming in it. He's so funny.
He's good at charming.
He's so good in it. And I'm not to say I'm not a Bill Murray fan. Don't come at me.
But you don't drink the Bill Murray Kool-Aid
I'm not
the
like
way a lot of people do.
Yeah. I'm not like, oh, Bill Murray's the best. But like this movie, I was like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah.
It's basically about a woman who lives in New York with her husband and her 2 children. Mm-hmm. And she begins to suspect that her husband might be cheating on her. Mm-hmm. And she buries the lead and tells her dad that she thinks this, tries to be nonchalant about it, but of course her dad catches on.
Right.
Her
dad, Bill Murray?
Her dad is Bill Murray.
Okay.
Her dad cheated on her mom when she was young. So he's obviously an expert in cheating.
Did they show her mom?
Yes.
She's black, right?
She was black, yes.
Okay, I'm just making sure they weren't whitewashing Rashida.
No, they were not.
Okay. Good.
And so him and her start to stalk her husband.
Okay.
And they start to investigate whether or not he's cheating on her. Mm-hmm. And it's just like a really sweet father-daughter story.
Why, they stalk her husband?
Yeah, I know.
Adorable.
Trust me.
No, I can see the setup. I can see where it could be.
It was super cute. I was smiling ear to ear the whole time I was watching it.
Okay.
I thought it was a nice movie.
It's a nice time.
It's on Apple TV if you are a subscriber.
Yeah.
It was really pleasant. I really enjoyed it. And it made me happy, and it literally is wonderful. So you should check it out.
I will check it out.
On the Rocks, Sofia Coppola.
Do it.
She does a lot of father-daughter stories, which I find interesting because her father is the godfather himself, Francis Ford Coppola.
True. And the winemaker himself. The wine's okay.
I can't tell you how many Coppola wines I got for graduation when I graduated film school.
So many.
I was like, this isn't even that good, guys.
No, guys, stop. Please. The Sophia Rosé is not bad. The bottle's really pretty.
Right, yeah.
Okay, how wonderful. I have 2.
Oh, I love that. Let me have it.
One is I'm a designer now.
You are. That is fun.
I'm a designer now. I decided I was having a really bad mental health day and was trying to show myself some kindness. So I gathered up some old concert t-shirts and dumped some bleach on it in a fun way. And I made some shirts. And I don't know, some of them turned out really cool.
You're wearing one now.
I am. Some of them turned out really cool. Some of them it didn't work. I ruined my Ryan Cabrera t-shirt. Oh, no.
No, I think it looked cool.
No, the second one didn't turn out well. And now I brought tie-dye, so I'm coming for the white ones next. But my second How Wonderful, which I think is the one that you just went, I forgot, is Edgar Scissorhands.
Edgar Scissorhands. I totally forgot to mention that one.
Mine and Tanya's, I mean, probably what got us started in our fascination with cinema, what made us creative, I think,
it's
was
like top film, I think, of all time.
Oh, yeah. Was Edward Scissorhands. Mm-hmm. I believe I showed it to you.
Mm-hmm. You did.
We watched it in your basement when we were like
bought the
12 years old. Oh, and it started we had to watch all of Johnny Depp's filmography.
It
began our Tim Burton and our Johnny Depp love. We had to watch both of everything.
Yes.
And yeah, I'm not finished tattooed on my body. It's a thing. But the goat, another goat. Forever goat.
He's a little too young to be a goat.
He's not a goat yet, but he's a future goat.
Yeah, future goat.
He's a goat in training. The Chalamet. Yeah, Timothy Chalamet was cast as Edgar Scissorhands. Perfect casting.
Super Bowl commercial.
Super
Don't get
Bowl
excited.
commercial.
If you haven't seen it.
Really, it just made my life, okay? I didn't know I needed it until I got it, and then I can't imagine my life without it.
No, it was a Cadillac commercial, right?
Yeah, it was a Cadillac commercial for their self-driving electric car.
Yeah.
So
good.
So he could drive. There's some gem moments in that. When he walks into the classroom, all the magnets flying attached to his
Getting caught on the fence.
Getting caught on the fence.
That's a good
one. They really let Timmy shine. My favorite is everybody being like, he was so good and he's such a good actor. And I think all he says in it is, like, he says like 2 lines, I think. I don't even remember what he says. He says one thing. She says something to him and he's just like, okay, or like whatever.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
But he is being hailed. He could probably like spit on an old lady and they'd be like, wonderful performance
Oscar-worthy.
of an angsty teenager from Timothée Chalamet. Give him an Oscar.
So good.
Yeah, it was. It made me very happy.
Yeah, that was pretty
to see old and new.
That was a good wonderful.
Meet.
I like that. How wonderful.
Thank you. I did what I can.
Oh, should we pick our topics?
We should.
For next time?
Crash.
Okay.
Me, yeah. Baby, I'm doing ghosties.
And I'm doing...
What are you doing?
Exorcisms / demon possessions.
Woohoo!
So it's going to be
Ghosts and demons. Ghosts and
hoity-toity.
demons. Ghosts and demons. All right, yeah. So enjoy this light episode.
Yeah, before it gets hot and heavy.
Ooh. It's going to be sexy?
No.
Oh.
It's going to be spoopy.
I got excited. I thought it was going to be sexy.
It's going to be spoopy.
Okay. I'm excited.
Yeah, I am too.
I'm demons and possessions is fascinating.
Yes.
Because can it be debunked? Is it just mental health?
Yeah.
It's kind of like, it kind of falls in the line of aliens.
Mm-hmm.
How can we debunk it? How can it be explained?
Yeah. Well, we're also not super religious, so that might be...
No, yeah, that's also part of it, maybe. But we'll see.
We shall.
It's very like, I feel like exorcisms and demon possession is a very Catholic-centered thing.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I was raised Southern Baptist, and they didn't really believe in... They believed in demons. They didn't really believe in possessions.
Right.
And exorcists and things like that.
Right.
I had a youth pastor that lost his way and started to believe he could heal people and all this fun stuff.
Oh, yeah.
And he believed in possessions and that he alone could exorcise those demons.
Yeah.
It was a bad time.
He got a little...
He got real scary.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure he's still real scary. But yeah, he thought he was there was demons inhabiting all of these people in an African village he was in, and that this white savior is the only one that could save them all.
Yeah, right. I remember that.
Yeah, it was a time.
Good times, that guy.
It was a time. But yeah, it seems to be mostly based in Catholicism.
Mm-hmm.
So your church would have been into it.
Yeah, I never heard of any of that.
No,
so
I'm sure. I mean, I feel like it's hard to find
modern day
people who would perform exorcisms.
That's fair.
It's always somebody with like a European accent, so I think they're always like European priests.
Yeah.
They believe more in it. I don't know.
Who knows? Well, we'll dive into it next week.
Anyway, I don't know why I got into that, but sure.
Anyway, where can you find us?
It's my turn?
Sure, why not?
You can find us at all of the social medias, but if you go to howawfulpodcast.com, you can find a whole list. And don't be a lazy bum. But if you are a lazy bum, you can find us on Twitter, on Instagram, on YouTube, at Facebook as How Awful Podcast. You can email us at howawfulpodcast@gmail.com. Email anything.
Tell us your stories. I really want to know somebody who has been abducted by aliens. I don't know anybody that
she's begging.
Had any experiences with aliens. I've never met a person.
Yeah.
I don't believe that anybody actually has.
Yeah. If you visited a medium, you want to tell your story about that. Mm-hmm. If you have clairvoyant tendencies, tell us about that.
Yeah.
If you've experienced a ghost, if you've experienced a near-death experience, really anything. If you have hometown lore that you want to share, if you have a hometown murder you want to share.
Tell us awful
If your grandparents have told you a weird-ass story and you want to tell us about anything, you can tell us. Go ahead and tell us. You found something weird at the bottom of a ball pit. Go ahead and tell us.
howawfulpodcast@gmail.com.
You know what I found out? A very disturbing statistic.
What could it be?
That regularly, when people who clean out the ball pits at the end of the year, they regularly find at least 5 used needles.
For steroids?
At the bottom of a ball pit?
Oh, you know what? I did not think of the same thing.
You're at McDonald's?
Yeah.
There's a ball pit.
Needles. Oh.
Kids go in there and they find used needles. We don't know if it's like diabetic children, maybe lost their needles in there. Or heroin addicts. Anyway, so ever found a used needle in the bottom of a ball pit? Let us know. Email us at howawfulpodcast@gmail.com. You can also give us all of your money. Patreon.com/howawfulpodcast. You can become a patron for $5, $10, or however many dollars you want to give us. More dollars is always more fun. And we will give you things.
Yeah. We'll be a lot closer than you think.
I think our first video might be coming sooner than you might think. My brother's planning a trip.
Yep.
Hopefully in April. And we were talking about going on this haunted hike that's in California.
Nice.
So maybe we'll film that. Who knows?
We'll figure it out.
Anyway. Fun tidbit. They put our podcast in in my company-wide email.
Oh, welcome.
Thousands. Yep. So, what's up, guys? I'm normal.
What up?
I'm normal. Give me a raise. I'm kidding. Anyway.
Who are you?
I'm B.
I'm Tanya Lee.
What is an Akon song?
How awful.
How awful. I don't know an Akon song.
I don't know either.
I keep wanting to sing I'm in love with the stripper she rode. It's right? T-Pain.
It's T-Pain, yeah.
As always, we've been B and Tanya Lee. Our logo was created by MJ Savard, and our theme music courtesy of Nikki Lou.